Jay-Z and Buzbee have been like rattle battling, right? Y'all, Jay-Z and Buzbee, y'all, it's a back and forth situation with them. You guys, it's a lot going on. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Y'all, we gonna pretty much pull a couple of receipts, y'all, because Jay-Z is having a fit saying, why are you filing cases for clients you have not met yet, Tony Buzbee? But like I said, Jay-Z and Buzbee been going back for quite a while, you guys. After Diddy's case was amended and added Jay-Z's name, it's been a back and forth ever since, has it not? Yo, we are gonna get into it. TMZ is saying why are Jay-Z is asking, why are you filing cases for clients you have not met yet, Tony? Y'all, we, like I said, Tony, Jay-Z, he thought that Tony Buzbee was going to have a seat because y'all know Jay-Z and his lawyer have been, kind of, bullying people for the last years or so with court cases, you guys. As we know, a lot has been going on, so we are going to get right on into it, y'all. So it says Jay-Z's increasing his calls for a court to sanction Tony Buzbee. Good morning, good morning. Welcome in, D. Madison. Loving myself. Hey, y'all, welcome in, welcome in. I'm telling you, this is a rattle battle situation, you guys. So it says the lawyer representing numerous people accusing Diddy of a variety of rectal misdeeds, with Jay-Z's side blasting him for not even meeting with clients before he filed the complaint. But Buzbee isn't backing down. Hey, D-Dot, welcome in. Y'all know Mr. Buzbee, y'all, they say, he is not probably as big and as, I guess, famous as Jay-Z's lawyer, but y'all, they are saying in Houston, where he's out of, that he is a powerful lawyer there, right? Hey, Laura Lee, how are you? Laura Lee says, whatever, Jay-Z, the devil is a lie. Laughing out loud. I know, right? Hey, Teresa Bullock. Teresa says, hey, pal, what's going on? Hey, I'm doing good. How are you? Loving Myself says, hey, D-Dot. Yeah, so you guys, this is getting out of control, is it not? I mean, y'all, this is getting crazy. So it says, although Buzbee insists the case was appropriately vetted, Jay's lawyers are hammering him for never actually meeting the Jane Doe before it was filed, which Jay and his side see as a huge lapse in his ethical responsibilities. It says, as you know, Buzbee's working with a ton of different clients right now, so it's not totally shocking he hadn't met this particular Jane Doe before, but he's still catching flack over it from Jay-Z's side. Y'all, I'm telling you, like I said, Jay-Z thought that Buzbee was not going to continue to go hard and continue doing what he was doing. Jay-Z and his lawyer thought he could sit Tony Buzbee down, and that is not even the case. Hey, Isaac, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. So, y'all, let's continue. It says Jay-Z's team wants the court to sanction Buzbee. Y'all, he wants Buzbee sanctioned, claiming he didn't do the bare minimum to investigate his clients before she gave an infamous NBC interview. Now, y'all, let's go back. Let's kind of roll it back a little bit. Did we not watch the interview with this little girl stating that Jay-Z and Diddy was, doing what they did allegedly? And her, I mean, it was questionable. We don't want to victim shame nobody here at the lounge, right? We don't want to victim shame. But at the same time, some of the stuff she said was questionable. We're like, okay, the dad doesn't, he can't recall like certain things. Certain things that were said was kind of questionable, right? Hey, Depta, welcome in. Senora, welcome in. So, the things that, she was saying was like, a father and a mother or whoever, an adult, is going to remember when a child does something kind of, out of the norm, right? Especially leaving like 5 hours away. Like, you're gonna realize, you're gonna know and remember those times, right? I mean, I'm just saying. Hey, Bruce, welcome in. So it says not long after the interview aired, the subject of it admitted there were certain mistakes she made while recanting her story. So remember, she was saying stuff that she didn't remember, or yeah, she needed basically to recant her story. So she went ahead and did that. But y'all, when she went on the interviews, she went on there and saying, stuff, and it was, like I said, very questionable. Hey, Michael Miller, welcome in, welcome in. So it says, Buzbee tells TMZ this reply to the lawsuit is weak and desperate, stating he did in fact personally interview the plaintiff, as did other lawyers. Tony adds, anyone who says otherwise has their own agenda. Y'all, remember when Jay-Z and his lawyer went to the courts last year in like December, I believe it was? And after he was added to the court case with Diddy, after Jay-Z was added to the court case with Diddy, he was already spazzing out. Remember, he was like going off on Buzbee, doing the most. He even put something on X. I mean, saying this, that, and the third. He got to talk to his daughter. He feels sorry for his wife, this, that, and the third, right? So then after that, when they went to the court, remember there was like a court, they went to court, and then the Judge Torres, was like kind of going off on Jay-Z and Jay-Z's lawyer. And then after that, it was like Jay-Z was trying to remove himself, remember? And then Jay-Z's lawyer did a whole briefing trying to disassociate himself with Diddy, like saying they're not friends or just like business partners. So then Jay-Z goes and then he wants to get his name removed off of the court documents so that he doesn't have to worry about this lawsuit. So when he did that, the judge was like, okay. Judge Torres was like, yes, you can apply for a motion to dismiss, your name, yourself off the case, but you have to apply for it, right? So now I'm not sure when they go back to court, but is this going to be approved by Judge Torres? I mean, we're going to see. Hey, Tammy Strickland, how are you? Welcome in. Steven, welcome in. So, y'all, is it going to be approved, right? That is the biggest deal. But now Jay-Z is coming back, y'all, and he's saying that Tony Buzbee is basically meeting with clients that he's never even met with. Like, because remember there was a thing that was they were saying that Buzbee was not vetting all of his clients, but Buzbee came back and said, no, I have other lawyers that have vetted her and went through the process of validating and making sure. Because remember when Mr. Buzbee came out, he did a whole press conference, and he was saying, if you are a victim of Diddy's, call this 800 number. And then he said he received I think over 3,000 calls. But he had to vet everybody, right? He had to vet people because y'all know people would get on and jump on the bandwagon just for a payday. Y'all welcome in, smash the like button. And when he vetted, he said he vetted, all the people that he took on their cases. But Jay-Z is basically saying he is not vetting his clients. But y'all, it is a rattle battle, like I said, back and forth with Jay-Z and with Buzbee on who is if Buzbee is basically vetting the his clients. But y'all remember also that Jay-Z was paying people to lie on Tony Buzbee. Remember that? And then everything started going back and forth with Tony Buzbee. I'm like, y'all, this is a knockout drag out, right? It's like, who is throwing the heavier punches? I mean, it's really some competition there, right? I think so. What do y'all think? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys think that that this is a real rattle battle situation between Buzbee and Diddy. And Jay-Z. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys think that this is going to be really a knockout, drag out fight, right? Because Tony Buzbee is I don't care what you say, Jay-Z. You can say that this client of mine I didn't vet. that this client is maybe lying or whatever the case may be. But remember, Buzbee said that the girl, she had like I think 5 police officers, or 5 lawyers or something like that. She basically has a back. Okay, we seeing someone, Teresa Bullock, Tammy Strickland is saying the same thing. Stephen, Art of War, y'all all welcome in. Yes, they are. That's what I believe. I mean, this situation, you guys, is not gonna stop, and I don't think for one moment that Judge Torres is going to drop this case. I believe she's not, because of one, this girl was a minor, right? Teresa says, yeah, Lounge, this is out of control. It really is, right? But it really started, Teresa, tell me if y'all think this, thinking like me. As soon as Jay-Z was added to the court case, that's when, Jay-Z, he was crashing out, was he not? He was crashing out. I mean, he was putting all kind of stuff, on his ex. He was like getting people to go and lie on Buzbee. He was doing all kind of stuff, just crashing out. And I'm like, if somebody is guilty, me personally, everybody is different, right? But you would be like, okay, if I'm guilty, if you saying I did this, if you saying I stole a candy bar off your desk, okay, take me to court, I'll prove it. But I'm not gonna sit here and attack the lawyer, attack this, attack that, and go, what I'm saying? I mean, just crash out all over the place, and then make yourself look like you're really guilty, right? So maybe, I don't know if this situation is true with this 13-year-old girl. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not going to victim shame, but it's just crazy, right? Teresa says, yes, he's crashing out. Yes, Teresa, he is crashing out. I'm like, it is crazy for somebody to be crashing out like this. Like, if you're guilty, just say that you're gonna, or even if you're innocent or guilty, it doesn't matter. Just say that, I believe in the justice system. We're gonna see, we're gonna go to court, and we're gonna, handle it in the court. I would not be on X putting nothing on there. I would not be doing nothing. I wouldn't even be saying anything, right? Because when they do that and they crash out like that, to me, that shows me that you're guilty, even if it's not guilty of the 13-year-old, because you guys, they're saying that he was, with, Aaliyah, he was with Foxy Brown, Beyonce when she was young, all of that, right? But the thing is that when you're crashing out, it's like, if you're not guilty of that, you may be guilty of something else, and maybe he thinks that something else is going to kind of come behind that, and it's going to back him in the corner, because as y'all know, he don't want to take no test for Ramir. He does not want to take a paternity test for Ramir. And Ramir has been saying all he wants to do is just find out if Jay-Z is his. And when I was watching a live the other day, right, with Ramir, he said that he gave Jay-Z, he did a paternity test, like, I think back in 2011. And I believe he gave, I don't know if it was his urine or did a blood sample, but they gave him like this, I guess his sample, I believe, to do a paternity test, right? But nothing ever happened but Jay-Z trying to push Ramir, trying to shut him up, trying to offer him all kind of money just to get him out the way. Hey, Celebrity Scandalous, welcome in. Art of War said it does mess up his reputation, guilty or innocent. That's true. Depta says, yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, it's going to mess up and tarnish his reputation, regardless if he's innocent or guilty. But at the same time, he did that test with Ramir back in 2011. They were going through the courts and doing all kind of stuff way back when, right? Way back when. And my thing is, when he got the information, or I don't know if he did like a sample, blood sample or urine sample or whatever, so they could do the paternity test back then. I really think that when Jay-Z got the results, I think the internet is acting crappy. My internet is acting crappy, y'all. But I'm still here. But at the same time, like I said, Jay-Z, I believe that he already knows that he is Ramir's father. He does not want to take any further steps, because it's going to kind of collide with the situation with the 13-year-old, right? Because he said that he got Ramirez said that Jay-Z got his mom pregnant at 15 or 16. And also she has an affidavit. So all of this stuff is like in a ramble and like entangled up together. But the thing is that Jay-Z does not want this situation. He's making himself look guilty by not going to take a test. Making himself look guilty by not going to take a test. Now, if my baby Jamil, if somebody says, hey, Jamil, you may be my father, I would tell him to go. I would even take him. Let's go take the test and get it over and done with. Jay-Z's been dragging this out for years, since 2011, I believe. Like, that's a long time to be trying to ho-humming around a situation where you know that this boy, I believe, you guys, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Jay-Z is the father of Ramir. I really think he is the father of Ramir. I say that because back in 2011, why were you trying to like push Ramir away? And the only reason why I can think is only because you don't want to have this responsibilities of not responsibility. You didn't want to blemish on your name back then. Michael Miller, we got some one, Steven, Tammy, Deptha, Art Award. Yes, you guys all, I believe that. I truly believe that, and I believe that this situation is not going to go anywhere. But now they are saying that Tony Buzbee, I believe from the last I heard, is jumping on the case. And also that Trump, which one of his lawyers is, I believe, helping with this case with Ramir. Me personally, I think that they should make Jay-Z go in the courtroom, Ramir go in the courtroom and do a blood test in front of the judge. That's the only way that this is going to get resolved, right? Hey, Jamil Peterson, my baby says salute. Yo, my internet is acting crazy this morning, but we're going to still continue. Jojo, welcome in. Horace, welcome in. Yes, we are still going to continue, guys. If this acts too bad, then I just have to get off. But I'm going to continue, guys. Deptha says, what about the daughter he paid off? See, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that daughter that he paid off, I don't know if he did a blood test for her, but I'm going to find out, because remember, I think he paid her off and told her to leave. Don't ever say anything about the case. Please leave my name out your mouth. I think that's what he did. I may be wrong, but I know we don't hear anything from that girl. Even when I was watching a show a few days ago with Ramir, he was on a platform. I forget the name of it. But anyway, they were asking about the sister, and he said he hasn't heard from her either. He hasn't heard from her. And I believe Jay-Z probably said, don't talk to her. Don't talk to nobody.
If you keep messing up like that, say to yourself, okay, maybe I need to go downstairs where I initially always do that. And maybe just keep messing up here.
Yeah, I'll see you guys. But let's see if we can continue. But y'all, we are gonna watch a video with Jay-Z and Celebrity Scandal says Mr. Pure Survival. Yes, Tammy Strickland says, with all these people in Jay's pocket, who can he really trust with a DNA test? Yes, and that's why I'm saying I believe the best way really and truly is to get both of them in the court, Jay-Z and Ramir, and to do somebody, a medical professional, a phlebotomist, to bring and do the blood test right there in the courtroom, like really in the courtroom. If it takes 8 hours, 10 hours or whatever, I believe they need to do it in the courtroom, because I wouldn't trust for Jay-Z, he probably don't trust the side of, like, for Ramir, and Ramir probably don't trust the side of Jay-Z, right? And Celebrity Scandal says, we need Maury. I know, right? We need to call Maury. 911 Maury. It's an emergency. We've been needing him since 2011 while it's acting crazy. But anyway, we're going to continue. So, let's see, because my internet is acting woohoo crazy. Tammy says someone needs to sneak in and cut one of them dookie braids. He won't mess with it. I know, right? But yeah, so I'm trying to, my internet is acting crappy. Deptha says, Jamil, you are so funny. Pure survival. I will support you. My baby. But y'all, if you guys are women, would y'all not like go and tell your husband, your significant other, to go and take a test if somebody is saying that they're your child? Like I would look, we going to the courthouse, we going to the hospital, wherever we need to take this blood test. It is acting crazy. Yeah, I have no idea. Let me see. Depth, are we going together? Exactly, y'all. We would be going together. There would be no doubt, no questions asked, right? There would be no questions asked. I would definitely be like, we not playing, I'm not playing with you. We gonna go over there and do this test, right? Let me see if I can I know, right? Michael, it's crazy. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to probably relocate. If it acts up one more time, I'm going to relocate, because I'm telling you, if it gets too worse, rummage through his I know, right? Tell me, that's what I said. Like, they should go and try to see if they can, maybe a soda can or juice bottle he didn't, like, drink out of or something, like something, right? Hey, Lulu's World, welcome in. Yeah, I'm telling you, it really needs to be a point where this service is acting crazy. Is acting crazy. This internet is acting crazy, you guys. Hold on just a second. Let me go somewhere and relocate, because like this internet is acting horrible, like right here where I'm at. But I'm gonna talk while I'm still like relocating. But it's really crazy, and it's really sad, for the simple fact that this type of situation is even happening with Jay-Z. And with Ramir, Ramir doesn't deserve to be left out in the cold. He's just trying to figure out who his father is, right? We just need to figure out who his father is, but we already know. Y'all, hold on just a second. I'm gonna give me a second. I'm just gonna relocate real quick, just really quick, you guys, because I don't know, this internet right here where I'm at is like, it's terrible. It is awful, you guys. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna relocate. Don't hang up. I'm just gonna go and go down, because this is crazy. So stay right there. Don't go nowhere. I'm still here. I am still here, you guys. I am still here. Y'all don't go anywhere. I am still here. Just give me a few seconds to go downstairs and relocate, because this situation is crazy, and I don't know why the internet is acting so crappy right now. So just give me a few minutes, y'all, so I can relocate. Just give me a few seconds. I can relocate, and hopefully the internet will act like it has some sense. Okay. Let me just set up. But I'm still here. Give me a few seconds if you guys are still there, because this is bananas. Okay, y'all. I'm almost. Okay, are y'all here? Okay, are y'all here? Is everybody with us? I had to come downstairs because where I was at was not giving no reception. And I had to relocate, dropping stuff. Look, dropping stuff. But you guys, yeah, so I don't think for not one moment that Ramir is tired. And then Dr. Lil, I believe she's tired of all of the All of the back and forth with Ramir. With Ramir, of course, too. Like, nobody wants to be dealing with that for years. And then all the stuff that, she's dealt with Ramir has been crazy, like, already in itself. So, at the same time, it's just crazy. D-Dot says he has a video on it. Okay. Gulo Man, welcome. Yeah, so y'all hold on, because I'm like having to reset myself up. But yeah, Jay-Z, needless to say, is like crashing out. He is having all kind of spasms, and he is telling Buzbee that he's not even meeting the clients, which he's a high-powered lawyer. So how does Jay-Z know? Only because the stories that are being told? I mean, is that what he's going off of? I mean, I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me, because, it's crazy. Okay, Jamil says it's 1,000 times better. Okay. Teresa says, yeah, Jay-Z's ought to be shamed. He don't have no shame. I know, right, Teresa? He has no shame. And like, I think he was doing something. Was he donating money to the kids or something, or to some organization or something? And it's like, you ain't even trying to take care of your own child. Like, always, I've been told, sweep in front of your own, doorway before you sweep in front of somebody else's, right? Take care of what you got to take care of, that's yours, than to go and try to, give this money to somebody else's child, right? Like that, like it doesn't make sense that, people will go out their way for other people when they're not even taking care of their own, situations. And it is sad and it's crazy, but that's pretty much what he's doing, y'all. That's pretty much what he's doing, right? Time Traveler says, yeah, he's going to jail for getting closer. Going to jail, fire getting closer. Michael says, Jamie Foxx got his son doing the same thing. Michael Miller, me and Jamil, baby, when we were just watching that this morning, Jamil was just showing me that this morning. I was like, oh my God, like what is going on? Guy says, hello, pure sunshine. Hey, how are you? D-Dot says, did y'all know that Jay-Z is known for catching bodies? Oh, wow. D-Dot, you got to send the video for that. Celebrity Scandalous said he wanted this dismissed before the Super Bowl. Yes, and y'all, the Super Bowl people, they are still supporting Jay-Z. But until he take that test, I bet you they will probably be thinking otherwise. Because if they're going to be saying that, supporting him right now, but the test is going to have to be done and the judge makes him go take the test, and it comes out to be Ramirez, y'all, I'm telling you, people are going to reflect and say, well, if you if you got this 15-year-old girl, if you got this 15-year-old girl pregnant, which is Ramirez's mother, what makes you think that he won't mess with a 13-year-old? And that's how they're going to try to like bridge that together. And this is my opinion, you guys. Tell me, put a 1 in the chat. Hold on, let me plug this up. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys think that same way. Put a 1 in the chat, y'all. Because I really do honestly believe that that's why he's not wanting to take that test, because it's going to correspond with that 13-year-old, with that situation, with him being Ramirez's father, if it comes out like that. And I really think that, because and a lot of people don't even realize it and think like that, but I do. I hurry up and add 2 + 2. Okay, Teresa Bullock has a 1, Lulu has a 1, Kobe, Tammy, Chris, Guy, yeah, everybody, right? A lot of people are saying 1s. D-Dot, Brown Girl. Yeah, I'm telling you, people are, that's how I think. Like, homeboy, you got a 15-year-old girl pregnant, 15, 16. What makes you think that you're not going to go a year or 2 below that and mess with somebody, of that age too, So that's why he's scared right now, I believe, more, even because he has those 2 things. He has, Ramir, his mom being 15, and then them, like I said, the situation with the 13-year-old. They're gonna put 2 and 2 together. Teresa says that's why he doesn't want to take the test. Yes, Teresa, absolutely. He does not want to take the test because he's going to be like, they're going to shame me. They're going to be thinking that I'm, if I took the test and Ramir is mine, that, they're going to say, well, Ramir's mom was 15 or 16. And what makes you think, 13 ain't out the way of him messing with a child? Because a child is a child. If they're under 18, they are a child, right? They cannot consent to doing, having Rex, right? At all. At all. They cannot. Michael Miller says a 13-year-old is not developed yet. Yes, a baby, right? I mean, a 16-year-old is probably going to be a little bit more mature. Okay, yeah, we got it. But at the same time, to me, they're still children. They're still babies. You're under 18. 16-year-olds, I mean, they're still naive. They're still young compared to messing with a 27, 30-year-old man. That's a baby. Like, they don't know, the games that a 27, 30-year-old man is going to be playing with them. And see, that's why a lot of these men of that type, a lot of men like younger women, which that's fine. But a lot of men like younger women because they want to manipulate them. They want to take control of them. They want to tell them what to do. They want the girl to, praise them and be all over them and XYZ, right? I mean, that's their mentality of thinking. And then they want to give them things like, oh, I could do this for you. Like all these false promises, all these false hopes, right? Just like Oskino said, like, why would you want to be messing with a 21-year-old? You ain't gonna do nothing but mess up that child's life if you're 30, 35 years old, messing with like a 21-year-old, 20-year-old. That is crazy. The only thing you should be showing them is and teaching them is about life and not trying to get between their legs. Because the only thing you're gonna do is damage them at a very young age, right? I mean, let's just be for real. So, yeah, so we were here because y'all know Jay-Z was paying off people to lie and say that they knew what Buzbee, that Buzbee was doing, well, I guess mean with the ex-clients, Buzbee's ex-clients and his ex-clients, he was trying to pay them off to say like lies on Tony Buzbee. And I'm like, how do you go and scout out and try to find somebody's ex-client and pay them money to lie about the lawyer that helped you fight a lawsuit? That's just crazy. But that's what they're saying that Jay-Z was doing. But we are going to get into it. But y'all, I'm telling you, this stuff is like, it is crazy. Yes, smash the like button, and y'all, let's get into this video and listen to here on Law and Crime and see what they have to say in reference to Jay-Z.
One of the flashiest attorneys on the scene today are going to war. Tony Buzbee publicly named Jay-Z in a lawsuit on behalf of a woman who says he raped her as a child. And from there, the fight was on. And now the powerhouse Texas attorney is involved in a lawsuit against Jay-Z's entertainment company, accusing them of paying his own clients to turn against him. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Hey guys, so this is pretty scary. Did you know that children are being diagnosed with serious conditions like type 2 diabetes?
Okay, y'all, hold on.
Fat?
Let me kind of rewind this portion right here, and let's
Sean
continue.
Diddy Combs' lawsuit as a child rapist. You know that attention has been shifting from what are horrific allegations against Combs and Jay-Z to this battle that has been going on both in the press and in legal fightings between Tony Buzbee, the attorney representing this alleged victim, and Jay-Z and Roc Nation, the entertainment giant that Jay-Z founded. Now, Tony Buzbee, already a prominent lawyer in Texas who represented accusers in cases against high-profile clients like NFL player Deshaun Watson, he burst onto the world stage really in October when he announced his intention of filing more than 100 civil lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs. And he also promised to name high-profile celebrities that he says were involved in the sexual assault and raping of both men and women.
And remember, you guys, after Tony Buzbee sent those like demand letters, he said, I'm gonna send demand letters out. I'm going to send demand letters out. And remember, Jay-Z came back as a John Doe and was saying that Buzbee was trying to what's it called? Like what's it called? Where it starts with an E, you guys. But he was trying to like basically try to say that, you know, give me some money, like this is a stick up basically or whatever. And Tony Buzbee was like, no, we were sending out these demand letters so we can talk about the situation. But Jay-Z was trying to file against Tony Buzbee as a John Doe, saying that he was trying extort. Yeah, Buzbee was trying to extort him and other celebrities. But y'all, let's continue because this is a rattle battle situation.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world.
And I'll tell you what, Buzbee, true to his word, has filed more than a dozen individual cases on behalf of Jane and John Doe's. But the first celebrity to be publicly named in one of these complaints was Jay-Z, real name Sean Carter, now listed as a defendant in one of these cases. And the backlash from that was swift. Rock Nation, Jay-Z, they came out swinging, not only denying the allegations that Jay-Z raped a 13-year-old girl back in 2000, but also confronting Tony Buzbee about what they said.
If you want to turn your vacation rentals from a side hustle.
Yeah, let me see. D-Dot says Jay-Z is suing, hold on. Jay-Z is suing Buzbee for extortion. And Celebrity Scandal says Jay-Z hot. This still going on. I know, right? He is like, I mean, y'all, Jay-Z is hotter than fish grease. Is he not? He is upset. He does not want his name, like I said, to be drugged through the mud. He wants to maintain his image. But y'all, on the flip side of that, I believe people up here are also the ones that are trying to take Diddy and Jay-Z out. Because some of the stuff that is being said and done, it just is like very, very suspicious, right? But y'all, let's continue.
On the other end of the phone that he didn't want to answer any questions about his case, including who his lawyer was, but he said he would listen to what they had to say. So according to this alleged transcript, one of the attorneys says, in a couple of days or maybe by next week, anyone Googling Buzbee and his company, his practice, you're going to see some of these lawyers are going to be going into litigation, okay? What we're trying to do is we're trying to put this thing together for the company that we're working for at this. If you have a case, we could get you paid and you could get money soon, you know? We gave this kid $1,000 to start yesterday just to get him on the right path. So yeah, so the person on the other end of the phone says, okay, let me ask you a question. And the attorney apparently replies, at the end of the day, I appreciate your question. Just hold that thought for a second. At the end of the day, this is going through the courts. Buzbee is getting sued, and eventually people are going to get paid out. Now, it's up to you if you want to be a part of, and that is where the recording ends. So, the allegation that former clients are being offered money to file a lawsuit is actually backed up by two affidavits included as exhibits here in the filing. In one, a Louisiana woman named Skylar Taylor says that three men from New York showed up at her grandmother's home multiple times, unannounced, uninvited. In her notarized statement, she says, when I spoke with these men, they stated they were investigators hired by an attorney to contact clients of the Buzbee's law firm to join a class action against the Buzbee law firm. They refused to provide any further information on who they were, what investigation company they worked for, or what attorney hired them. Without knowing any of the details of my case, these men attempted to convince me to file a lawsuit against my attorneys at the Buzbee law firm.
And y'all, this is crazy because I believe they were doing this and they were sending people, I think they were saying that they were federal agents or something, to these people houses too. I mean, it was like a whole big like smear campaign against Tony Buzbee that he was trying, Jay-Z was trying to do. And y'all, it really failed because it was like basically backfiring on Jay-Z and his lawyer. I don't know why they came out with this plan to do that, but y'all, it was like really, really like elementary to me for them to try to go do this. It's like, could you come up with something different? But that's what they did, y'all. Let's continue.
These men offered me money to sign on as a client with them. These men stated that they or the attorney that hired them paid a former client of the Buzbee law firm $1,000 to sign on with them as a client and sue the Buzbee law firm. And then we have this affidavit from another woman in Louisiana. Her name is Shannon Champagne, and she tells apparently a very similar story. but she says she was offered a much larger sum of money. Her
What?
statement reads, "These men offered me money to sign on as a client with them. Specifically, they'd offered me $10,000.
See, y'all, why are they offering money for somebody to be a client of theirs for them to go and basically make a fake lawsuit on Buzbee? This doesn't make any sense. I'm telling you, like, who knocks on your door in a normal everyday life? Who knocks on your door and offers you $10,000 to go and go after somebody in the courts and put fake lawsuits and do all this crazy stuff? I mean, it doesn't even make sense, right? It really does not make sense. But y'all, let's continue.
In exchange for signing with them as a client. Now, attorney Marcy Croft responded to this lawsuit in a statement to USA Today, saying, "Tony Buzbee has now conjured up fantastical allegations against me and my firm, well-known corruption fighters, in a desperate attempt to distract from his mounting legal woes. We look forward to addressing these false allegations and having them dismissed." Rock Nation also responded, and this is a statement also that was obtained by USA. It says, "Tony Buzbee's baloney lawsuit against Rock Nation is nothing but another sham. It's a pathetic attempt to distract and deflect attention. This sideshow won't change the ultimate outcome, and true justice will be served soon." So we wanted to know more about this apparently pending litigation against Tony Buzbee, so we did a little bit of digging. And we found out that just a few days ago, a Louisiana man filed a lawsuit against the attorney and his firm. According to the complaint, Adam Guidry was a ship captain who was severely injured on the job. And in the filing, it states the Buzbee defendants told Guidry his case was worth $1 million, but later coerced him into settling for less than 1/3 of that amount. In insisting that he settle, Buzbee defendants never explained Guidry's options, never discussed the pros and cons of trial versus settlement, never disclosed mounting expenses, and never disclosed the meager amount Guidry would receive at distribution. Instead, Buzbee defendants told Guidry he had no choice. Guidry was vulnerable. He had lost his job as a result of his injury. He was financially destitute. His marriage had failed, and he was struggling with addiction. Relying on his lawyers, Guidry accepted. So according to Guidry, they settled the case for $325,000, but when the case was over and the funds were dispersed, he only got, allegedly, a little more than $5,000. Allegedly, the Buzbee law firm kept the rest to cover fees and expenses, including $90,000 for expert witness fees, nearly $6,000 for postage and copies, nearly $10,000 for more copies, and another $9,000 for travel expenses. The lawsuit also alleges that Buzbee charged interest on what he called loans, basically money up front that the firm used to pay for things before a settlement had been reached.
And y'all, I remember when this happened and, all this was like going on, like, as soon as it happened, I'm like, wow, why are they like, I mean, it's like a back and forth, an ugly back and forth type of situation. Like when they're going and actually paying people to say this and say that and, digging up his ex-clients, I'm like, where do they have the time to do that? Don't they have other important stuff to do, like really fight this case with the 13-year-old Jay-Z and Jay-Z's lawyer? I'm telling you, this was very, very immature, but they did other stuff too. But y'all, let's continue to listen to this one.
Firms, by the way, are legally allowed to charge interest, but the amount is kind of limited. According to Guidry, Buzbee charged him 27% interest. Now, the Guidry filing also talks about a similar case that was filed against the same company that employed Guidry. This is Callan Marine. It was filed on behalf of a woman named Guadalupe Garza. Now, in maritime cases, workers recovering from an injury, they're entitled to what's called maintenance and cure. It's a type of workman's compensation. And maintenance is money that covers things like mortgage payments, food. Cure is supposed to cover medical expenses. Now, the complaint says, at a hearing in the Garza case, Callan Marine's counsel stated that A, other Buzbee clients have reported not receiving maintenance and cure paid to the Buzbee law firm, and B, according to records, Buzbee defendants deposited maintenance and cure payments into its operating account rather than its trust account. And C, the Buzbee law firm apparently repackages maintenance and cure payments intended to provide living expenses for injured workers into loans which must be repaid with interest. So these are serious accusations of misappropriation of money and deceiving clients. And as far as we can tell, Buzbee has not responded to Guidry's claims, and it remains unclear what impact, if any, these accusations could have on other civil litigation that Buzbee has filed on behalf of his clients. But I'll tell you one thing, this is a legal war, and this is a legal mess. That's all we have for you.
And yes, y'all, it is a legal mess, y'all. It is a legal mess because remember after that, there was some girl that came out that was saying that Tony Buzbee, he gave her, the hot box. And I'm like, all of these things that are happening, instead of focusing, like somebody said, I think it was, let me see, who said that? Somebody, I think it was Chris. Yeah, Chris Nicole. Hey, welcome in. Chris was saying that what I don't like is they keep trying to deflect based on Busby's character. Is it true or not, Jay-Z? Did you do it? Exactly. And that's the thing. To me, like when somebody is deflecting that bad, you guys, to me, that is a sign of guilt. Like if you're saying something happened or whatever, and you're like talking about the person's, the way they dress, the way they do their hair, their boots, their shoes, or whatever, to me that is a big deflection off of the main topic. We're not talking about what this person's wearing, what they look like. We need to get to the main issue. Did you do this to the 13-year-old? That's all that matters, right? And then just prove it or prove it as it being false or true. That's it. We don't have to be going back and forth about Mr. Buzbee being in the military, his this, his that, or whatever, like going back and forth. And that's what kind of things Jay-Z is doing to Buzbee. And it's like it's really crazy because it's like that is not even the topic of discussion. Though if he was in the military or whatever, who cares what he was in? Like Jay-Z is deflecting in so many different ways. He is trying to throw all kind of shade and say everything and anything just to deflect off the situation of him and what he, what I'm saying, him trying to prove the truth or the lie in this situation. So I mean, it's getting really like crazy, but uh-oh. It's getting really crazy. It's getting crazier by the day, by the day. But y'all, let's listen to this one right here. This is Kaylin. I think her name is Kaylin.
Of hiring private investigators to pay witnesses to lie on the lawyer representing the Jane Doe that's suing him and Diddy. Tony Buzbee has a phone call of private investigators calling his former clients trying to offer them money to lie about him. Tony Buzbee said investigators from New York have called many of our law firm's current and former clients. What they did not anticipate was one of the clients decided to record the conversation. It's shocking and illegal. Here's a portion taken from the transcript. The investigator said in a couple of days or maybe by next week, anyone Googling Buzbee and his company, his practice, are going into litigation, okay? What we are trying to do, we are trying to put this thing together for the company that we are working for. We could get you paid. You could get money soon, We gave this kid $1,000 to start yesterday just to get him on the right path. At the end of the day, this is going to go through the courts. Buzbee is getting sued. These are the guys on tape offering to pay clients to sue our law firm. That is a crime. And Tony Buzbee has been saying that he's been being harassed, former clients have been harassed, former employees have been harassed by these private investigators, and he actually figured out their firm that they worked for. It was called Lex Intelligence, and all of this was before the Jane Doe edited her lawsuit to include Jay-Z. All of this was also around the same time that private investigators were going to content creators saying that they would pay them money to spread a whole different narrative, and also to let them know if anybody was paying them to talk about celebrities' connections to Diddy. Tony Buzbee said that
and see, y'all, that's what I'm saying. Jay-Z does not want his name to be smeared up in anything. He is trying to even get people to talk about Diddy and not him. He's trying to throw everything like every other way but his way, right? He's trying to keep his slate polished. I mean, with the chrome polish, he is trying to keep his name, his slate, and everything clean, right? Let's continue, guys.
this campaign of harassment by these private investigators began when he sent a demand letter for mediation on behalf of an alleged victim of SA related to the Diddy litigation. That letter, which only sought a private meeting, resulted in a lawsuit filed by someone who ironically identifies himself as a celebrity John Doe, which we now know is Jay-Z. John Doe's law firm is contacting everyone our firm has been associated with over the last 25 years. Looking for dirt, asking questions, and suggesting fraud, discrimination, and extortion. I wonder what they're so afraid of. The second that Tony Buzbee found out who these private investigators were and who they worked for and called them out, they would then private their company website.
And y'all, if that is not a sign of guilt as to what Jay-Z and his lawyer is up to, y'all, I don't know what else to call it, right? I mean, y'all, these are signs of guilt. Why are you trying to go around and pay these people, collect his ex-clients, and try to, run this smear campaign? Just go and take the test with Ramir and go and try to prove that you're innocent from this 13-year-old. It doesn't require all this time that all this time that Jay-Z has used to hire these people to go to people's houses, act like they're federal agents, all kind of stuff. He could have been using that time to go and find and prove and get the evidence and the receipts for Jay-Z being so-called innocent, right? Why are they doing this? To me, like I said, this is only signs of guilt. Even if it's not showing signs of this 13-year-old, y'all remember, allegedly, they said, Rihanna, as we all seen, I showed you guys, I did a video on that like months ago on the live, where Rihanna is even saying that, Jay-Z, when blah, blah, had her sign a contract. Then they're saying with Foxy Brown, they're saying with Beyonce, all of these things are like him showing of him messing with these underage girls. So is he spazzing out? Maybe even if he didn't mess with the 13-year-old, but is it going to run over to, okay, he got Ramir's mom pregnant at 15, so he had to mess with Foxy Brown, he had to mess with Rihanna and all of these other things? I believe so. But y'all, let's continue to listen over here.
Intelligence. Buzbee put out this phone call of these private investigators calling former clients of him, trying to pay them to talk bad about him because Jay-Z's lawyer filed a motion saying that Tony Buzbee lies about clients' allegations against Diddy. Jay-Z's attorney Alex Spiro said a woman reached out to his firm, Quinn Emanuel, on Monday night to share her experience with Buzbee's law firm. According to a declaration filed Tuesday morning in federal court, one of Spiro's associates said that she got a phone call from a woman who said that she'd previously contacted Buzbee's firm seeking representation over alleged SA and abuse. The woman told them that she had reached out to Buzbee because she's seen his solicitation for anyone who may have been a potential victim of Sean Diddy Combs, but she made it clear that her allegations were not related to Diddy. That part right there is what sounds sketchy. Despite that, she claims that Buzbee's associate asked, "At what point did you meet Diddy?" She also claims that Buzbee's law firm pressed her to file a lawsuit anonymously and also discouraged her from filing a criminal complaint. She claims she felt directed and coached by Mr. Buzbee's firm to say that someone held her down and put substances in her mouth when that was not her experience.
And y'all, either, like I said, I feel like it's the 13-year-old girl, like I said, is questionable. I said it over and over. But whether it's true or not, the fact remains that all this time and money and all of this stuff that you wasted, I'm sure it was a time where you was calling people trying to, look up. I mean, that takes time, right? Let me look up this person. Let me see who's Buzbee's ex-clients. Let me see what kind of story, what kind of narrative I can spin up on him. Y'all, that takes time, right? And I'm sure whoever he has working for them, or even if he have to hire somebody else to do all this dirty work, it's still wasted time and wasted money instead of trying to put that time and money and effort to prove that Jay-Z is innocent. He is over here paying people and wasting time to do all these smear campaigns, sending fake federal agents to people's houses, paying people like trying to pay people all this money. It's like it doesn't even make sense. They are all moving off, way off of the main situation at hand. I mean, that's just how I'm thinking of it. But y'all, let's continue.
Spiro's associate says that the woman told her she felt forced to lie, and when she refused to change her story, she said that Buzbee dropped her as a client. This woman is claiming the lawsuit that she tried to file through Tony Buzbee had absolutely nothing to do with Diddy. Spiro says the woman contacted his firm because she felt that Buzbee's conduct discredits those who are legitimate victims, and she wanted to do so anonymously because she fears retaliation from Buzbee. I went through this whole court document, and the person that is giving the declaration saying that this is true is the woman that works at Quinn Emanuel, who alleges that she is the one that talked to this mysterious woman that wants to remain anonymous.
And y'all, she talked to a mysterious woman that wants to stay anonymous. Y'all, the stuff that they are doing and saying is like, it is so plain to see. Even Stevie Wonder can see all this smear campaigning that they're trying to do against Buzbee. Instead of just taking the L, you know, as they should, even if it's a win, why are you wasting all this time? I mean, time is being wasted, right? That's why I'm saying, Judge Torres, she is not going to allow the case to be dropped when Jay-Z goes to court. She's going to look at it and she's going to give the yes or no in order for Jay-Z to, you know, drop the case, right? She has the last say so of it being passed on, like if it's going to continue or if it's not. And like I said, I do believe in my heart of hearts that Judge Torres is not going to stop it. And I say that because, for one, the girl, you know, was saying that she was 13 at the time, which we all know that she's an adult now. But when she was 13, she's accusing Jay-Z, Diddy, and J-Lo of this awful situation. So now, yes, it's going to have to be heard in court because she was young. And there is some kind of law or something that states that if they were young, you know, it's been a long time ago, they may have forgot certain things, this, that, and the third. And remember Buzbee saying that the girl kind of recanted her story, but those things happen. I mean, and let's be real, whether this girl is, you know, telling the truth or not, we all, when we were 13-year-old, we can't remember certain situations all the way to a T that happened. If they were like, even if it was a big significant, you know, situation, you remember a lot of it, but some of the stuff you're not going to remember, like, you know what I'm saying, minute by minute, right? But the New York, I believe they have a law where if they were a child and they were, you know, claiming that something happened, that they're not going to drop it. And that's why I said the lawyer, I don't believe for one moment she's going to drop the case. She's going to allow it to go through and them to present, you know, their evidence. But we're going to see, y'all. I mean, I may be wrong. That's just how I'm thinking. But y'all, let's continue.
I find super weird as this random person decided to pop up out of nowhere the day after Alex Spiro filed multiple different things to the judge, one trying to get his motion expedited, and two trying to get the Jane Doe to release her name, and if not, then throw out the whole entire lawsuit. I feel like the phone call that Tony Buzbee has is more proof than just somebody's declaration of allegedly hearing this over the phone. But I feel like this is all over the place. They are literally going back and forth, and Jay-Z and his lawyer are literally filing motion after motion after motion before the judge even responds to the first one. Honestly, this keeps getting more and more interesting as time goes on. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this.
And it does. It really, really does. Because like I said, yesterday when I read the article on TMZ, that Jay-Z is upset because allegedly Tony Buzbee is not vetting, the clients. You know, it just goes to show that, you know, you're really going tit for tat. How are you going to be telling him what to do? All you need to do is fight it in court or say this or say that. It's not a fact of you trying to tell him, what he's doing, whatever. Just prove that you are either innocent or guilty. That's all, right? That's all. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, y'all. Smash the like button, y'all. Smash the like button, y'all. I'm telling you, this situation with Buzbee and Jay-Z is not going to stop no time soon. Like I said, Jay-Z is like, he has his draws in a wad, or whatever you want to call it. He is hotter than fish grease. He does not want his name to be associated with anything dealing with Diddy in this case. But y'all, we really and truly still, I haven't seen anything on J-Lo as a part of, what her part is in this situation. Because remember, Jay-Z's lawyer, he went and had a press conference and he named J-Lo, ho, 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 Merry Christmas, as the female artist that was in with this situation with all three of them. It was allegedly J-Lo, Diddy, and Jay-Z that did this to this girl. So we don't know where J-Lo is. I mean, y'all, she's having all kind of spasms. Y'all, she is, having a hard way to go because we haven't seen her. We haven't heard nothing on her. And Jay-Z is really upset because he has not basically gotten what he wants. He is trying to still push, and Buzbee is like, no, I'm gonna fight you back. See, all these other lawyers and all these other cases that Jay-Z had along the years, they have been shut down because they were dealing with the state courts, right? But now that this has landed, of course, this big situation, now when the feds are all involved, you guys, it is a whole different ball game. This is a whole different ball game. Let me see. Let's see. Because it is, I'm telling y'all, it is rocking for Jay-Z. Jay-Z he is not trying to hear this. And he is really, y'all, he is crashing out. Because y'all, before this happened, right? And y'all tell me if I'm wrong or not, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Before this happened, we ain't really hear much from Jay-Z, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys, if y'all think the same, right? Put a 1 in the chat. We really didn't hear from Jay-Z, right? But now that, Jay-Z is on the hot block, he's on Front Street, on Hollywood Boulevard. Y'all, we have not heard anything until Jay-Z's name went on that lawsuit with Buzbee back a couple of months ago, right? All right, Pearl says nothing at all. Exactly, right? And Celebrity says 1. D-Dot says 1. Chris says, Butt Stink is gangster. He gonna win no matter what. Yes, he is. Pearl says 1 for sure. Chris says 1. Celebrity Scandalous says, quiet as a church mouse. Yes, Celebrity Scandalous. Yes. D-Dot says burning on the chopping block. Yes, he is. He's going to be burning. He's going to be on fire. Time Traveler says 1. Rakisha says 1. Hey, Rakisha. Yes, I'm telling you. Hona says a 1. Yes, I'm telling you. We ain't heard nothing, right? We have not heard a thing. We ain't heard a peep. But now that his name is getting slandered on these lawsuits, y'all, we be hearing all kind of stuff. He's taking time out to do all kind of extra stuff that is like, he shouldn't be doing, right? It's like, Jay-Z, go sit down, right? Tammy says, I forgot he existed until this. I know, right, Tammy? We're like, who? Jay-Z? Jay-Z who, right? But when he went on there and went on X, and then after he went on X, y'all, everything was just, all out of control for him, right? I'm telling you, it's crazy. Coletta says exactly, right? Lulu says 100 more likes. Let's go. Yes, Lulu, thank you. Y'all, let's get the likes up. Yes, let's get the likes up. D-Dot says foot on his neck. Yes. His foot is on Jay-Z's neck, and Jay-Z cannot handle it. But see, what Jay-Z thought and his lawyer, they thought that they can continue punking out these people. But like I said, people don't understand the magnitude of the federal court and the state court. See, Jay-Z and his lawyer, they thought it was never going to, stop with what they've been doing for the last 30 years. But when it came to a halt for them, now it's like he's spazzing out, because before he used to get his way. He used to shut fires down, put them out, and all kind of stuff, right? But now he's not, right? He is not. I'm telling you, he is not. He's not, getting his way no longer. So now he has a problem with it. And this is how he's handling it, which to me is like the worst way that somebody can handle a situation like this, right? Because if he's guilty, or whether he's guilty or not, I would just stay quiet, and I would say, we're going to handle it, with the court system or whatever. We're going to leave it in the hands of the court. Not to be going out and doing all this stuff, wasting people's time, doing these smear campaigns and all kind of stuff, right? I'm telling you, it's crazy. Celebrity Scandalous says, yeah, the tables turned. Yes, they have turned. They have really, really turned. And Jay-Z is having a hard time accepting that, because that's like if you're a child, like you go to your mom and your mom's always like, yes, yes, baby, you can have some juice. Yes, yes, you can get this toy when we go to Walmart. Yes, you can get this ice cream. Yes, you can do this. And then when you go to your father and your dad says, no, you don't need no ice cream. We're trying to save, dental money around here. You're going to get some cavities. You don't need that. Or no, you can't play with this. Or no, I'm not going to get you that, right? And now he's like spazzing out like little kids. I'm telling you, just like a little kid. When they go to their mom's like, yes, baby, you can have this. Yes, yes, baby, you can have this. And the daddy says no. And then that's when the boy or the little girl, they fall out on the floor, kicking and screaming. I mean, slinging snot. I mean, hands and feet going like this, right? That's what Jay-Z is doing. And he's having a hard time because he's not used to the word N-O at all. That does not process in his mind, because he has not been told N-O for over 30 years, right? So when he's told that, and he's like that's a foreign thing to him, right? He's like, no, I can't process. No, I can't process the N-O. I can't, I don't know how to act. But y'all, I mean, it's real as it is. I mean, it's happening. And Jay-Z and Diddy are experiencing that. And they're not going to be able to pull back and redirect anything that, they have done. So it's hard for them to, even with Jay-Z's lawyer. Jay-Z's lawyer is like, trying to disassociate Diddy and Jay-Z by saying they're not friends or whatever. But that is not working, because at the same time, people can go in Google and see that they've been friends and BFFs for years, right? So it's like, Jay-Z's lawyer, you are already failed on this situation, because now you're being told no, you're even spazzing out, right? Jay-Z's lawyer is even spazzing out, lying and saying all these other things. So that's probably when they came up with this smear campaign as to, let's go get Tony Buzbee's ex-clients and let's pay them some money, or let's send some fake federal agents to these people's houses and say this and say that. And it really didn't work, but it only backfired, because now everybody knows what he was doing. Instead of just sitting down and waiting for the court and just being quiet like a church mouse like he's been for the last 30 years, he comes out like kicking and screaming, right? I mean, it's crazy, right? Tammy says her money paid for too many yes men. Yes, exactly. Lulu says live vibes are strong in the lounge. Thank you, Lulu. Smash the like button and keep it lit. Thank you. D-Dot said exactly. Celebrity Scandalous says Diddy. Yes, Diddy is a mess already in itself, right? Diddy is, yes. Celebrity Scandalous and Rakisha, yes, it is game over for them. And they are struggling through the game over campaign that they are experiencing with the feds, right? They're no longer able to do all the stuff that they were doing. It is time's up. And not only that, but when he's coming and entering into this new lawyer, which is Tony Buzbee, he is not backing down. He is putting the metal to the pedal to the metal, right? He is slamming on the gas. He is not pressing the brake at all. He is not scared. I mean, Jay-Z even came out with a lawsuit saying that, somebody, Tony Buzbee gave some woman they probably paid to say that, gave him the hot box. It's like all kind of different smear campaigns that is going on with Tony Buzbee and Jay-Z, but it's really not helping Jay-Z, right? At all. At all, right? So Depta says quick, not slow. Yes. Thomas Johnson says Jay-Z has a better chance than Diddy. Well, actually, I don't know, because see, let me, and y'all tell me if y'all think the same like I do on this. Jay-Z, he's just more sneakier, right? I mean, we even see in his all over the last 30 years, all of the couple of interviews that Jay-Z has went on. Jay-Z, he looked like he is like, when they ask questions like, when did you meet Beyonce? Isn't he like, yeah, well, we were doing a record. Like, he is always trying to deflect, and he looked like he's scared. He looked like he's caught like the deer in the headlights, but he's more sneakier and more calculated than Diddy. Diddy, he is, he's jumping off of couches, off of roofs. I mean, swinging in a swimming pool. I mean, Diddy is like all over the place, right? Diddy didn't care. He even go on there saying, oh, I think I might get arrested for the stuff that we're doing, this, that, and the third. Well, why would you get arrested if you're just having a party? If you know you're not doing anything bad, why would you go on interview and say, well, I may get arrested one day for the stuff I'm doing, right? So that's the difference between Jay-Z and Diddy. Jay-Z is sneaky and he's very calculated. Diddy, he's out in the open. He's, jumping off the houses, roofs, pools, and, always being like, he has to be seen and heard, right? And Jay-Z is more sneaky. He's more quiet. He's in the corner. He's looking and lurking, like probably at the party, when people, he's probably mingling and stuff, but you really don't hear much from him, right? So Jay-Z is more sneakier. So he's probably reacting to worse than Jay-Z is acting worse than Diddy, because he is more like sneakier. He's like, I've been quiet. I haven't bothered nobody. But we know that he has a lot of dirt up under his belt. But he is reacting because being that he's more sneaky and calculated, he never thought that this would come, to surface, right? So it is crazy, right? It is crazy. Jennifer says, let's send her to the block party. Tammy says, the quiet ones are the ones you need to watch. Absolutely, Tammy. I do believe that. I really believe that. Those are the sneakiest ones. Piles, I said piles of dirt. Yeah, I'm telling you, it is crazy. Salem Black says Jay-Z still needs to move to a non-extradite country now and lay low. No, he don't need to move nowhere. And matter of fact, I bet you now with all this stuff going on, like, people don't understand, right? Whenever situations like this happen, and let me give you an example, because why I haven't followed the why in Melly, whatever, that little young boy, he allegedly pow-powed his two best friends like back in 2018. And remember, they just had on this morning on, I don't know if it was a Breakfast Club or the news, but his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend, she went out of country. And then she came back, and guess what? They arrested her. Because just because you may have your passport and you haven't turned it over and turned it in, right? They go in the system and they will put a block on your passport. So you think, oh, I still got my passport. They saying that, my passport is blocked, and people do not know that whenever they slide that passport, that they put something into the system where you get blocked and they will arrest you, or they will not let you go out of the country. So those type of things people are sleeping on, right? So at the same time, people have to, understand, like, they took Diddy's and them sons, I think sons and kids, and I think the mom's passport or somebody's passports where they can't travel, I believe. I don't know if they took the girls' passports, because I know they were in like some other country. But I think the boys' passports, I believe they took. And somebody tell me if I'm wrong. I may be wrong, but I believe they said something about taking the kids' passports, at least the boys, I believe. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot going on. If he does try to go overseas, if they have him under watch, they're not probably gonna allow him to go anywhere, because y'all remember what's the one that went over there? What's his name? The one that was married to Baby Fat. Goodness, what's the name? What's that guy's name? Russell Simmons. Y'all know he escaped before all this stuff was, inflamed, right? He went over there and he's over there quiet, doing the Buddha thing and praying to whoever, and he escaped everything. And even though he has charges, but they say that he'd be coming back and forth. But I don't believe he's coming back and forth, especially if he has charges and he owes people money for lawsuits that he didn't pay. Yeah, Russell Simmons, y'all. Yeah. So Jay-Z, he may not want to step out of the country, because if he goes over there, he's going to get nothing but embarrassed, because they're going to be like, you can't catch this flight, sir, if they have him blocked. I mean, I don't know if they do, but I'm just saying, being that he is with this lawsuit, I'm sure they're probably not going to allow him to travel. I wouldn't think so, but that's just my thing. So so it's crazy, like I said, how all this is coming about. Jay-Z is hotter than fish grease. He is upset because he is saying that Tony Buzbee is not he's not vetting and meeting. What did he say? It said, Jay-Z, why are you filing cases for clients you haven't met yet? He's saying that Jay-Z is saying that Tony Buzbee is just, I guess, filing lawsuits without vetting the people. But there's no way a lawyer is going to be doing that. It doesn't make sense. But like I said, I believe that's a part of his smear campaign. He's just trying to throw stuff out there and say this and say that, and it's not true. Hey, Laura Lee, welcome in. Welcome in. So yeah, it is crazy. It's really crazy. I don't believe not for one moment that this is not going to continue, until it's not going to continue until the court case goes down and until it proceeds, because all this back and forth, this, that, and the third, that all this is just like, him saying this or this person saying that, but it's not going to be a guilty or, not guilty verdict until they go to court, right? So it's going to continue. It's going to continue, but Jay-Z is, he is really having a hard way to go. And let me see. He is having a hard way to go. And then the judge, remember the judge was like upset and having telling Jay-Z about himself, how the paperwork was written. So I'm telling you, it's really crazy. It is really crazy. And then, another thing too. Remember, Jay-Z was trying to get the girl to have her name stated instead of staying anonymous as a Jane Doe. And remember, the court was like, no, she's going to remain a Jane Doe. And that's when it's like it heated up again. He was just doing the most again, right? Joyce, hey, Joyce says, hello, Miss Lounge. I'm sorry I didn't greet you properly. No, it's all right. Joyce, welcome in. So yeah, it is crazy, y'all. It is like beyond belief. And y'all, if you guys are not watching Celebrity Scandalous, or if you guys are not subscribed, go and subscribe to her channel. She has great content over here. On her channel, and also Lulu's World. She has great content. So please, y'all, go and subscribe to those two channels, y'all. It's like I said, it is really crazy. Jay-Z, he just had that yesterday, was on TMZ talking about that. But Tony Buzbee, you have to vet your clients whenever you are a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer, but even when we call as clients to situations that we've had, they're going to ask you a lot of questions. They're going to be like, do you have proof? Do you have this? Do you have that? They're not just going to be like, okay, did he grate me? And they're not just going to say, well, okay, come in, we're going to put a lawsuit on him. It doesn't work like that, right? So there's no way I believe what Jay-Z is saying is true. And also, with Jay-Z's history, and I'm just saying, this is me, there is no way I believe what he is saying about a lot of stuff. anything that Jay-Z says is really like, invalid to me, because we know years ago we heard rumors about the Rihanna, Foxy Brown, this, that, and the third. And it's like, how are you talking about Buzbee and having this, military honor, respect, and all this? And then you were doing that years ago before Tony Buzbee even came into the spotlight with suing you, So, Jay-Z has to be careful too, because people have, and then like Oskino, Dame Dash, these people were around Jay-Z and seeing what they were doing, right? I mean, a lot of his artists and everybody, they were around Jay-Z at this time. Do y'all think the feds ain't gonna, for one, call some of them in, or some of them maybe hadn't even ran to the federal courthouse and saying they know this and they know that about Jay-Z? And y'all remember there was a girl, what's her name? MIA. Even, oh my God, MIA. She came out and said Jay-Z was doing all kind of stuff, right? Let me see. Cause she came out, I want to say like a week or two ago, and she was saying that that Jay-Z just recently, she was saying MIA claims they wanted her to sacrifice her son for her career. And MIA came out, and that basically was an end to her career. But let me see. Oh, see, here is a video, y'all. We're gonna watch this video because MIA was even saying stuff about Jay-Z, and that's why I'm saying people are like that are probably not like in the Hollywood still that know stuff about Jay-Z. They are coming out, you guys, out the woodworks, y'all, flying out the woodworks and saying stuff about this. Not D Madison, no, not Maya. There's Maya and there's MIA. Remember MIA? She was like she's a pretty girl. She looks like she's I don't know if she's like, I don't know. She looks like she's mixed, but she looks like she's like, I don't know, Iraqi, but I'm going to show you guys her. But no, MIA, Maya had issues with Jay-Z too, and MIA. But y'all, we're going to listen to what MIA was saying, because it was said that Jay-Z wanted her to sacrifice her son. And she was like, boy, you crazy. I ain't about to sacrifice my son. But that's what they do, y'all. They do sacrifice.
It would not exist if I hadn't made Jonathan Dickens.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on, you guys. Let me rewind it. I'm sorry.
I met Jay-Z and I signed to Rock Nation. The first thing he told me to do is get plastic surgery. I'm not insecure because I would have got plastic surgery. People are.
So you guys, she said when she first got with Jay-Z, he tried to make her get plastic surgery. Y'all, if they told me to go get a nose job, a butt job, a breast job, I would tell them absolutely not. Why do I need to have this surgery done? Why don't you go get you a booty? Why don't you go get your nose done, your lips done, or your breast done, right?
I'm everyone now. And even Adele, because she's retired now, but her career would not exist if I hadn't made Jonathan Dickens into a manager. And when she gets an award, she thanks Beyonce. So I didn't want to drink myself in blood and cover myself in swimming goop, in black goop, and fucking like wear devil horns to fucking sell a record. Fuck that. All be a witch, all be that, all of that. Fuck all of them.
See, she said, or be a witch. Y'all, MIA is not playing. She's revealing stuff. And this is why I said Jay-Z is probably spazzing out, because people like MIA, how many other like people like MIA are going to be coming out and saying this and saying that? Because MIA, she also, I believe, is saying or filed a lawsuit or something I seen. But y'all, let's continue to listen to this.
Tell y'all that Jay-Z being mentioned in one of Diddy's lawsuits has got all types of skeletons crawling out of his closet. Baby, I mean exactly that. Guess what? MIA is back, and she is exposing more of the things Jay-Z and Beyonce were forcing her to do when she signed to Jay's label. And I'm talking about plastic surgery, satanic rituals, and so much more. Better get seated, because this tea is blazing hot. Okay, just for a bit of background, MIA joined Roc Nation Management in May 2012, and this was right before her fourth album, Mantangi, came out. But in December 2013, she revealed that she was leaving the label, and that drastic switch reportedly happened after Roc Nation pulled a trailer for a documentary shedding light on the behind-the-scenes preparations that went into crafting her then latest album. Then once her ties with the label soured, she issued a statement via X saying, "I'm leaving Roc Nation. Thanks to everyone who supported the MIA #Mantangi LP. Happy New Year." Now, other than the documentary drama, MIA's decision to leave the label was also after her 2013 album release, Mantangi, was delayed multiple times, and she cited creative differences as the reason for that. She said at the time, "At the moment, I've been told it's too positive, so we're having a bit of an issue at the label. They're like, you need to darken it up a bit. It's like, we just built you up as this public enemy #1, and now you're coming out with all this positive stuff." Well, we all know that even though her time at Roc Nation...
And see, y'all, when they talk about darkening it up, that's like the dark satanic rituals and all that disgusting stuff that they're into. MIA was like, "I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with that, y'all." I'm telling you, they are going to be other people like MIA that's coming out. Is Maya going to come out? MIA has already came out. There's going to be a lot of people, I believe, that's going to be coming out this year, because Jay-Z, I believe he's going to be the 2.0 of Diddy Jr. of 2025.
Nation was short-lived, she still had controversies here and there. For instance, back in 2012, MIA made a controversial appearance at the Super Bowl halftime show, during which she briefly flashed the middle finger. Afterward, she was in the middle of a nasty legal battle with the NFL, even filing a lawsuit against her. The NFL claimed her gesture was in flagrant disregard for the values that form the cornerstone of the NFL brand and the Super Bowl. According to the NFL, MIA breached a pre-show agreement to maintain the NFL's reputation for wholesomeness, and the league argued that she broke the contract as a publicity stunt and later upped the fine to $16.6 million, which they claimed as restitution for the alleged public exposure she gained as a result of the event.
And y'all know Jay-Z is in with the NFL.
NFL sued her, MIA issued a statement that said the lawsuit was completely ridiculous, and they were scapegoating her into figuring out the goalposts on what is offensive in America. She also said it was a massive waste of time, a massive waste of money, and it was a massive display of powerful corporations' absurdity. She said that they wanted her on her knees and saying sorry so they could slap her on the wrist, but she wasn't going to do it, especially since there were also...
See, MIA is kind of like Maya. MIA and Maya, they were like pretty much shunned from Hollywood by Jay-Z. Jay-Z wanted her to have surgery and all kind of stuff. You know, Jay-Z was trying to like hit on Maya, and Maya wasn't having that. Maya was like, I see what you're doing, Jay-Z. You over in the corner looking at Rihanna, Foxy Brown, and you doing all this with these other girls. I'm not interested in that. She wanted her career. She didn't want the stuff, the smoke and all this other stuff. And y'all, this is the reason why, like I said, there's going to be other people like Maya and me, MIA, that's going to come out. Watch.
So young girls in cheerleading outfits doing all sorts of provocative moves at the event.
And if you find the larger picture where it zooms out, there is a row background scenery of 10, 15 cheerleaders, young black females that Madonna got from a local high school in Indianapolis, and they're all under 16.
Y'all see? Do y'all see? Maya is telling it herself. She said they were, what she say? Let's wrap that back. She said that there were, let's see. Let's play that back, because she said some kids that were under 16. This is what Maya is saying out her mouth.
High school in Indianapolis, and they're all under 16. And if you look at them, they're wearing cheerleader outfits, hips twisted in the air, legs wide open, and in this very
What if I told you that Apple stock has gone?
Let's skip this. But see, my MIA was even saying that they got these kids that were under 16. So what does that say about Jay-Z? I'm telling you guys, Jay-Z is making it worse because like I said, if he did not even mess with the 13-year-old, he is scared because he knows that all these other people have proof and evidence of these under 16. Like Maya saying, she was working with him, so she knows everything that Jay-Z was up to.
Position. So now there's scapegoated me into figuring out the goalposts on what is offensive in America. Like, is my finger offensive, or is an underage black girl in with her legs wide open more offensive to the family audience?
But this wasn't even the worst thing that happened, by the way. Apparently, instead of having her back and helping her navigate the issue, Jay-Z was the one forcing MIA to sign a ridiculous deal that would leave her broke for the rest of her life. For those who recall...
And see, y'all, that's what they do. Jay-Z and all of them, they know how to work and make these contracts to where they will screw themselves out of money, but Jay-Z and them and those people will basically end up getting all of their money. Let's continue.
In 2018, MIA reflected on that moment and spilled the tea about how Jay-Z was pushing her to sign the deal that would leave her broke for the rest of her life. She told Hug Magazine, "I was at Roc Nation at the time, and Jay-Z was managing me." The lawsuit was so ridiculous. It proposed that they would keep 100% of my earnings for the rest of my life if I ever earned more than $2 million. Jay-Z was like, "You should sign that ish." And I was like, no. Then after MIA did the interview, she tagged the story and told people to read it before it got deleted from the internet because she knew Jay-Z was capable of having the article deleted from the internet. And just like MIA predicted, if you...
And see how powerful Jay-Z and Diddy were? And that's why let me turn the camera. That's why a lot of people were scared to go and battle up against Jay-Z and Diddy back then because they were so powerful. You get stuff deleted from the internet. I mean, they will go and just like they did Wendy Williams, right? When Diddy was arguing back and forth and then he was calling the radio stations and basically like running Wendy Williams out of New York. I mean, y'all, they were powerful people. They were powerful, but now people are coming and starting to tell their stories.
Click on the link that is supposed to redirect you to the article, you will be met with the message, "This account has been suspended." Other than this lawsuit drama, if there's something else MIA is known for, it's calling out Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like, there was a time MIA did an interview and said that BLM is the only problem that's talked about in the US and called on stars such as Beyonce to highlight the plight of other groups, including Syrians. She was like, "It's interesting that in America, the problem you're allowed to talk about is BLM. It's not a new thing to me. It's what Lauryn Hill was saying in the 1990s or Public Enemy in the 1980s. Is Beyonce or Kendrick Lamar going to say Muslim lives matter or Syrian lives matter?" In addition, at the beginning of 2024, she was back on social...
And y'all, I don't know what MIA is. Maybe is she from Syria or maybe she's Muslim? I'm not sure what her ethnicity is, but I know she's from somewhere overseas.
Media for blaming Jay-Z for collaborating with her baby daddy to keep her away from her child and make her life miserable. MIA first shared screenshots of her struggle to get a visa so that she could travel to the US to see her son, and she wrote in the caps, "Biden won't let me see my child. The longest processing is meant to be 2 months, and it's already been that. I have to wait till a Republican wins." Wow. Based on what she wrote, MIA said that she was not allowed to see her child for stealing food when she was 18 and poor. She also said that she believes the underlying reason for her ongoing custody battle has a lot to do with her being outspoken about peace in the Middle East, and also added, "I have shown support for Julian for 14 years and have been to the USA many times. The only thing different this time is I called for a ceasefire and spoke out against ethnic cleansing. Now I am forced to pick between my child and speaking up for what's right by God." According to MIA, the U.S. government was okay with her child being with a family that has been convicted of all sorts of nasty things, and when she talked about her child being...
OMG, y'all. Is this like a campaign against MIA that probably Jay-Z and tried to, battle out with her, trying to get her child and putting them with, like, because those people in Hollywood are with the pedophile stuff, and her child being, oh my goodness, y'all. Let's continue. This is terrible.
raised by a questionable family, MIA was referencing the NXIUM cult, which named 2 of Bronfman's cousins as their leaders. MIA also said that her first custody battle was in 2013, and at the time she was being managed by Jay, who she claimed was paid by the Bronfmans to make her life difficult. She actually gave another reason as to why her Mentangi record was buried in 2013, adding, "I sacrificed my career for my child. They ripped me off and copied my style and gave it to their puppets and shadow banned me on every platform. But it was worth it to save him from the madness of what you know."
Okay, she's D-Dot says yes, they are lounge. Okay, Lord, welcome in. Okay, Lulu says she's British, Sri Lanka. Oh, okay. I know she was something because her accent.
Now, MIA also went further with the accusations against Jay and said that the day she was served, Roc Nation stopped all communications from her, and all her emails to Jay-Z asking for help were wiped from her inbox. In addition, she said that her house was broken into, her laptop was stolen, and she was trapped in Brooklyn with an order that prevented her from leaving for 15 years. In her rant, she also said that her son was vaccinated without her consent by Aurora James, who she said is a friend of Beyonce and Solange.
Oh, wow, you guys, did they take her son and try to do a smear campaign against her? I believe so. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. But let's continue.
According to MIA, the family knows that she is anti-vax, and they even called her out for that. And the sole reason why they vaccinated her son was to get under her skin. And she blames Aurora, who she said is a friend to Beyonce and Solange. Well, more recently, MIA was back on our feeds talking about how after she signed to Roc Nation, Jay-Z told her to get plastic surgery because she wasn't pretty enough. And then she went into even more details about how Jay-Z is a Satanist and how she refused to indulge in blood rituals to sell records.
Met Jay-Z.
See, y'all, I'm telling you, this industry is disgusting. They believe in that demonic, satanic rituals, drinking blood, and all kind of disgusting stuff. And she was not going to be a part of it. She disassociated herself with that, besides them doing all this smear campaign against her and with her son and everything.
And I signed to Roc Nation. The first thing he told me to do is get plastic surgery. I'm not insecure because I would have got plastic surgery. People make it, they all can turn around and thank Beyonce.
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl. Exactly. She is a beautiful girl. There is nothing wrong with her looks. And y'all, is this what they did to Little Kim? Because remember, Little Kim was cute. She was a pretty girl. She was very pretty. And then now she looks like who did it and what for? Did they make her get all that plastic surgery? Because y'all, I'm just saying, I love me some Little Kim, but y'all, she look a hot ghetto mess right now. I'm just saying what MIA is saying, it does sound about right.
Because that's it. And enough is enough. I'm everyone now, and even Adele, because she's retired now, but her career would not exist if I hadn't made Jonathan Dickens into a manager.
And y'all, let me tell you something about Adele, because you guys know I did a interview with Jonathan Hay, which was Rihanna's publicist, right? And from what he was saying, y'all, Adele is a hot, stinking mess. Adele is a piece of work. And like I said, we look at these people and we think, oh, she's so nice, blah, blah. And to find out that they're demonic devils, y'all, like I said, when he was, I heard him saying that about Adele, I was shocked. I was like, not Adele. Yes, Adele too, y'all. I'm telling you. Even MIA is talking about Adele.
And when she gets an award, she thanks Beyonce. Oh, I didn't want to drip myself in blood and cover myself and swim in goop, in black goop, and fucking like wear devil.
Yes, Lord, Adele the singer. They said Jonathan Hay was saying about telling about Adele how she is a hot stinking mess.
I can sell a record. Fuck that. All be a witch. All be that. All of that. All of them.
Personally, I find it ridiculous that Jay-Z asked MIA to get plastic surgery because she's drop dead gorgeous, and you wouldn't even tell that she's 50. But other than this, people are saying that MIA.
Oh wow, I didn't know MIA is 50. She looks like she's every bit of 23. OMG, y'all, let's continue. She's a beautiful girl.
Calling out Jay-Z like that only amplifies his behavior amidst the lawsuit. And that part about MIA saying that she was also being asked to participate in satanic rituals to sell records, that also doesn't come as a surprise. I mean, there have also been a bunch of people who have said the same thing about the Carters, including Jay-Z's ex-friend Larry Johnson, who was talking about their fallout and said that when he started digging about Jay, things started to make sense because he apparently found out who Jay really is, why he says the things he says, and with whom he has an allegiance. According to Larry, before it was all about partying and popping bottles. But if you listen again to things with a new ear, you will see the truth. And the truth is that Jay and Beyonce are very deep into Satanism.
Obviously.
See, they're demonic entities, y'all. They say Beyonce is allegedly a witch, and they do practice that satanic stuff. I mean, like Diddy, like all of them. But like I said, y'all, once people are, from what I hear, even Choppa said this, like the higher you go with being a billionaire, millionaire, the more dark and disgusting it gets, y'all. Let's continue.
See, they're not serving the same most high God that I am. And that's what makes us enemies, that I stand for a completely different doctrine, a completely different nation, and a completely different truth than he does. I don't have any materialism attached to my spirit or soul anymore. I don't have fornication attached to my spirit anymore. I mean, I just got engaged July, so my life is completely different from how I was with women in the early 2000s. And I think that is the difference in itself of being involved with Rockaware has made me see something completely different, and knowing who his allegiance is with. It's not the Most High God, and we all know, Satan rules this realm.
And let me not even get started with everything that has been said about Beyonce being a ritualist. So when MIA was talking about allegedly being asked to participate in blood rituals, people were just like, yeah.
Look, MIA was probably like, I need to hurry up and get out of here, because if somebody asked me that, y'all would see nothing but smoke behind my tail. I would not be dabbling and playing with, satanic, rituals, blood and all that stuff like that. That is disgusting. There is no way I'm going to, be in the presence of that. That is crazy.
That's not surprising. Well, the one consequence of her fallout with the Carters was that she was blackballed. And like many other artists who had fallouts with the Carters, she was labeled difficult to work with. I mean, people have even gone as far as to claim that MIA suffers from serious mental issues. And they have called...
But y'all, let's be for real. Let me turn the camera. Let's be for real, right? Whenever somebody does not agree or does not go along with their agenda, what do they always do? What do they say? They crazy. They going into the crazy hospital. They try to give them some type of conservatorship like Wendy. Remember Britney Spears, y'all? They try to run the smear campaign, even with Justin Bieber, right? I mean, they try to do these things to try to make you look crazy, incompetent, and all kind of stuff because you're not following their rules. But who wants to follow those satanic rituals? I'm not drinking nobody's blood. I'm not cut somebody's arm and sucking nobody's blood and doing all this crazy stuff. MIA was like, I'm out of here. You ain't got to tell me twice. I'm not dabbling with this dark mess that you guys are into. I'm not even interested, you guys. I'm telling you. Let's continue to listen what MIA was saying.
Called her a conspiracy theorist, and all this because of her fallout with the Carters. Somehow, they always make it impossible for anyone who goes against them to succeed. And according to many people, unfortunately, MIA has been one of those people. Well, there are people who also say that MIA ruined her own career. But do you also think that she would have done better if she didn't work with Jay-Z? Do you also blame her fall on her association with Jay and everything she exposed about him?
Yep.
Is this yet another statistic of a career that was ruined courtesy of the Carters?
Yep.
As always, I can't wait to know what you think. So
yep, I really think that. What do y'all think? Do y'all think MIA, her career was smashed because of the Carters? I do believe that. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, whenever Jay-Z and Beyonce get these artists and they don't probably follow along with their agenda, they don't listen, they're rebellious according to their beliefs, they are out of there, right? They are out of there. But let me see if I can find this situation. Put a 1 in the comment box if you guys think that Jay-Z had everything to do with the fall of MIA's career. I believe so. I do believe so. I believe they had something to do. But I think, let me see. I don't want to say it, but I think MIA, let me see. Let me see if, because I believe not too long ago, a few weeks ago, okay, I see a lot of 1s, absolutely. I see a lot of ones. And I believe not too long ago, I want to say Maya put a lawsuit on Jay-Z. I thought, let me see. Yes, 2 days ago. MIA claims Jay-Z pressured her into a modern-day slavery NFL contract in huge lawsuit. And this was just, look, 2 days ago. This is fresh on the press. That's why I said, y'all, Jay-Z is the new Diddy 2.0 of 2025. This stuff right here with Maya and these people, these people that are coming through, Jay-Z is going to be having to deal with a lot. And that's why, like I said, I believe he is spazzing out. Because even if he didn't do anything with the 13-year-old, he's done other things that he's trying to keep under that rug. He don't want nobody to, lift the rug up. He's like, keep the rug down, put some rocks on it, put some bricks on it or something. Keep everything that I've done over the 30 years. Please keep it under the rug. He does not want it to come out. But MIA is put a lawsuit on him. It says MIA claims Jay-Z pressured her into modern day slavery NFL contract in a huge lawsuit. So y'all, let's listen to this and see what MIA is talking about, what they're talking about.
Back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a shocking development in the music industry involving MIA and Jay-Z. Reports have surfaced that MIA claims Jay-Z pressured her into signing what she describes as a modern-day slavery contract with the NFL. This explosive allegation has raised eyebrows and sparked discussions about the treatment of artists in the industry. Let's break down all the details. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for all the latest updates on your favorite.
Yes, y'all, subscribe to my channel. Also, if y'all are not following Celebrity Scandalous and also Lulu, you guys check their pages out, their channels out, and subscribe to them. Let's continue.
Celebrities and breaking news. To understand the context of MIA's claims, we need to look back at her history with the NFL. MIA gained notoriety for her controversial performance during the Super Bowl 46 halftime show in 2012, where she infamously flipped off the camera. This incident led to a legal battle with the NFL, which sued her for $16.6 million in damages. After years of legal wrangling, MIA and the NFL reportedly reached a private settlement in 2014. However, MIA has since alleged that Jay-Z and his management company, Roc Nation, pressured her into signing a contract that she now describes as akin to slavery. During a recent Instagram live session, MIA opened up about her experiences and the pressure she felt from Jay-Z. MIA stated that Jay-Z and Roc Nation were supposed to negotiate on her behalf, but instead pushed her to sign a contract that would allow the NFL to take 100% of her earnings if she ever made more than $2 million.
And see, Dame Dash was working with Jay-Z. A lot of people were working with Jay-Z. So these people are some of the people that can confirm the stuff that, MIA is saying.
She described this as modern-day slavery. MIA didn't hold back in her criticism of Jay-Z, pointing out the contradiction between his public persona advocating for social justice and his actions behind the scenes. She remarked, "You can't say you're for Black power and then be the oppressing force in a different space." This isn't the first time MIA has discussed her experiences with the NFL and Jay-Z. In a 2018 interview, she revealed that Jay-Z had suggested she sign the controversial contract, which she ultimately...
And like y'all, we all know Jay-Z is tied up with the NFL in some way, shape, or form. I don't know how to, bridge him that, but I know that he's tied up with the NFL.
Ultimately refused. As news of MIA's allegations spreads, public reaction has been mixed. Many fans and advocates for artists' rights have rallied around MIA, praising her for speaking out against what she perceives as exploitation in the industry. Social media has seen an outpouring of support, with comments highlighting the importance of artists standing up for themselves. Conversely, some critics have expressed disappointment in Jay-Z, questioning how someone who has positioned himself as a champion for social justice could allegedly engage in such behavior. MIA's allegations against Jay-Z have reignited discussions about the treatment of artists in the music industry and the power dynamics at play. As this story continues to develop, we'll be keeping a close eye on any updates regarding her lawsuit and the implications for both MIA and Jay-Z. What are your thoughts on this situation? Let us know in the comments below.
And y'all, like I said, it's funny how he's joined in with the NFL, but wanted her to sign a contract and deal with the, the NFL and their shenanigans, especially, dealing with her situation with her son and all this other stuff. And whenever, like I said, whenever, as we all know, whenever they don't do something that is against what the like the Jay-Z's and Beyonce's believe in, they will get rid of you in a hot New York minute. They do not care. They don't care at all. So I know, let me see. I know this lawsuit came out not too long ago, because I just heard it, where she was trying to sue. Let me see. Trying to sue. I was trying to see where, if I could find it on Law and Crime. Let me see. But let me see. Law and Crime. But she yeah, she endured a lot. She endured a lot. And for her to be pushed out the industry because she didn't want to, deal with those satanic rituals, be a part of that situation, y'all. I mean, that's crazy. You cannot expect, that's like going to work and telling your coworker, if you're a Christian, you want them to, your coworker is Muslim or something, and you telling them to go, and if you're the supervisor, if they don't go, you're going to have problems. You're going to try to get them fired. I mean, that's crazy. That is crazy. Everybody has different beliefs. And like I said, she's even from another country. Somebody said, I think London, that she's Sri Lanka. So definitely they don't believe in that satanic stuff over there. And a lot of those countries are more like religious when it comes to, the dark side of things, if you guys know what I mean. But I believe let me see. I believe MIA, because I remember this just came out like maybe a week ago that I seen this lawsuit. I'm trying to see. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find it, because I remember it was like a big talk about it. But let me see. Let me see. And if I can't find it now, I will definitely find it. But like I said, MIA came into the industry. She's a very beautiful girl. And Jay-Z was telling her, you have to have surgery and you have to do this and you have to do that. Why do I need to have surgery? Why do I need to have this and that if I'm coming and singing? What does my looks have to do with my voice, right? I mean, that's how I would think. But at the same time, they were trying to get these girls while they were young, doing all kinds of things, which MIA, they say she's 50. So she was only like 5 years younger, because I think Jay-Z is 55 and I think she is 50 at the time. So she wasn't that much younger. So she was probably more hip to the game than like the 16-year-olds, like the Beyoncés and what's her name, Foxy Brown, and those type of people, Rihanna. She was probably a lot hipper to Jay-Z's game because she was more closer in age, only 5 years apart, which Foxy Brown and all of them are way younger than Jay-Z, right? I believe they're in their 40s, where he's already like, I think 55. So a lot of them are like 40, maybe early 40s, maybe close to barely mid 40s. But yeah, Jay-Z was doing a lot. And like I said, Jay-Z, he knows, and everybody that was around Jay-Z knows the stuff that he was doing, even with these underage girls. Like Maya was saying, he was over there getting girls that was under 16 with the cheerleading thing that she was talking about. I mean, that is like crazy, right? And all they need is for her to go sit on the grand jury, and they'll probably give her get her visa or whatever approved, for she can go in and out and probably come and even get her son. I mean, that is really sad what they did to her, and how they kind of booted her out and then took her son, and then she went back overseas, and that's crazy. And then the fact that this family is like a group of pedos, I mean, that's what I gathered from it. But y'all, that is really, really sad. That is like, I mean, that's very, very horrific way to feel as a mother. And then as a person being booted out the industry, I mean, y'all, it's sad. anytime you lose a job, you lose your livelihood. But when you are being bombarded, especially by these big people, like I said, Jay-Z, Diddy, and all of them, they were the ones that either you can agree with their lifestyle and what they're doing, their agenda, or you can, go left and you can basically be booted out, and then you're going back to wherever you came from. And that's what happened to Maya. But like I said, a lot of people are starting to slowly come out and starting to say this and say that. But like I said, I know MIA, they were talking about her maybe a week or so ago or two about a lawsuit that the lawsuit that she had filed against Jay-Z. But I didn't know that MIA. So people are getting Maya and MIA mixed up. But Maya and MIA were both both dealing with Jay-Z. Because remember, Maya, she got booted because she said she even was basically telling Jay-Z, no, like, I'm not, like, he was trying to push up on her. And Maya was like, no, I see you over there, looking at Foxy Brown, looking at Rihanna, like all these people. And she was like, no, I'm not going to sign up for your program. And then that's when Jay-Z, he was like, she was being defiant in his mind. And he got rid of her, but she still took off and was doing stuff in the industry. I think she made her own record label, I believe, but she still was trying to do what she loved, and that was singing. She knew how to sing. Maya knew how to act. Maya knew how to dance. She was beautiful. She didn't need no surgeries. She was all natural, beautiful, just like MIA. So, I mean, it's like I said, Jay-Z, he's really barking up the wrong tree. He's playing around because don't let Tony Buzbee end up with Maya, MIA, and all these other people that was having issues with Jay-Z. Because if so, it's going to be a night lights out situation. I mean, it's already the lights are already slowly, dimming down on Jay-Z. I mean, let's just be for real. Let's just be honest. But like I said, it's pretty much starting to crumble for Jay-Z along the way. Jay-Z is being brought out, he being brought to Hollywood Boulevard on Front Street, and he's going to be, he's going to have a lot of questions to have to answer to these people. Because don't let Tony Buzbee and Trump's lawyer like really get Jay-Z and Ramir in the courtroom and that blood test going. Y'all, it's going to be definitely night lights out. Y'all, I'm telling you, his hair twigs are going to be going all over the place. He's going to be upset. He is going to be upset and hotter than fish grease, right? He is going to be teed all the way off, right? Let me see something. Let me see. Because I know they said that, let me see. I know I heard something about Trump's lawyer joining Buzbee to help with the Ramirez case, right? Yeah, so I don't know. I'm going to look it up and see. I'm going to look it up. But Celebrity Scandalous says it'll be an indictment. Yes, he's going to get indicted soon, y'all. I'm telling you, there is too much. And then, y'all, with the feds, right? With the feds, we don't know who already went to the feds on Jay-Z. I mean, Maya, MIA, they probably all hauled butt over there to the federal building and telling the feds they know this, they know that, and probably even providing some proof. Because y'all, remember Diddy's docuseries? And remember his ex-assistant? Didn't he still have his receipts? He still had voicemails. He still had text messages. Don't think not for 1 second on Jay-Z's side that the same thing, is going on with him, right? They probably got voicemails. They probably got text messages. They probably got all kind of stuff with Jay-Z as well, right? I'm telling you. D-Dot says there are people going to the feds telling about Jay-Z and his past. Oh boy, I bet. Watch. I'm telling you. Watch. Because if MIA is upset, she's sad, her son was taken from her, these people that are probably, family of pedos, from what she's saying, are having her son. Don't think that she's over there knocking and busting down the federal building too, trying to tell her story and even providing any proof, even emails, any text messages, any voicemails, any kind of, hard like paper documents. Yeah, D-Dot, it'll be over. Yeah, it's going to be over. OVA for him. Trust me. And that's why like I said, that's why he is spazzing out. Because he knows he has a lot of dirt that was swept under the rug. I'm telling you, the rug is supposed to be flat. Jay-Z's rug is probably like this, with a whole bunch of junk under it, right? And he don't want nobody to pull that rug up, because I'm telling you, he has a lot of dirt. And allegedly a lot of bodies too. Because y'all know they are saying he is the one that got rid of Kathy White, allegedly, right? That's what they are saying. And took Blue Ivy from Kathy White when she was pregnant, and then they unalived her. So I'm telling you, it's not going to be far few in between where Jay-Z is going to be dealing with the same thing that Diddy dealt with last year, right? And they both sued liquor companies. And these liquor companies helped them get to the billionaire status, right? And here they are suing them, talking about, racial discrimination, this, that, and the third. But they were like, well, you weren't saying racial discrimination when them dollar bills was marching in your account. But they still won the lawsuit. I know Diddy won the lawsuit. So I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a nasty thing. It's going to be a disgusting thing for Jay-Z. And D-Dot says Beyonce suing lyrics, sung lyrics about, yes. And that's what I'm saying, D-Dot. They've been telling on themselves in songs and going over on interviews. I mean, going on different news channels, YouTube tour, on everything, right? They have been telling on themselves. You think for not one moment the feds are over there piecing stuff together? Getting this piece of, this video clip, that video clip, and all kind of stuff, especially when Jay-Z, they were asking him, Jay-Z, when did you meet Beyonce and how did you meet Beyonce? And then when Rihanna got up there herself and told the people that he was in a hotel room with her at 3 o'clock in the morning, or office building, wherever, at 3 o'clock in the morning, signing her. Like, what are you doing with a 16-year-old in a hotel at 3 o'clock in the morning? No parents? Where are the parents? No parents? And that contract is not even legal and valid. How are you going to have a 16-year-old sign a contract and tell her either jump out the window? Only two ways to get out of here is jump out the window or sign a contract. Jay-Z, that's how slow he is in his twigs. A 16-year-old cannot sign something that is a legal binding contract. But see, that's how I'm saying. They are so slow, they don't even know that. They don't even know that, right? It is crazy. It is really crazy. D-Dot said very suspicious. Yes, very suspicious. Very suspicious how you got a 16-year-old in a hotel or business office, whatever, on the 29th floor. And you telling her the only way you getting out of this hotel is to jump out the window, the 29th floor. Who is going up there and there? I don't want to sign a contract. Okay, jump out the window. Like, where do they do that at? I mean, where do they do that at? I mean, I don't know, right? I'm saying it's crazy. Celebrity Scandal says, right, parents guilty too. Yes, the parents need to face the music too, because there's no way that me as a parent is allowing my 16-year-old daughter, who I know can get pregnant, who I know can get raped, who I know can get, DV'd and SA'd out there at 3 o'clock in the morning. There's no way I don't know where my 16-year-old child is at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm sorry. It was a whole setup, because they were saying that, Rihanna's dad came and collected a check. So yes, they should be, held responsible too. I'm just saying. It is crazy, right? Shirley says, I knew something was up when she created distance, and it's the parents wanting more to overshadow them protecting their kids. Yeah, I mean, there's no way, like even with Justin Bieber, like his mom, he was found here on YouTube. Justin Bieber was found here on YouTube. Then they went and they signed him, and his mom, I'm sure she collected a check too. There's no way I'm allowing somebody that I don't know to just say, you can have my son here. Just let me sign and leave a couple of dollars for me. No, absolutely not. Then your children are going to look at you like you were supposed to protect me. You're my mother, even though I want to be big and stuff. And then when they get there and they already sign, like when Justin Bieber was with Diddy and he was telling him, I got him for 48 hours. Justin Bieber, after that situation, whatever he did, I'm sure he's like, man, I just want to go back home to my mom probably. And now Justin Bieber is really suffering as it's getting closer to May 5th, right? Because he done seen stuff and been passed along to different people in the industry. And now he's suffering. He's even like deleted his own wife. They are saying that his wife is even a handler, which I mean, that doesn't sound too far-fetched and in between, right? Because she is the daughter of another actor. So, they all in with the cahoots, with the naughty-dotty Illuminati and all that, right? So I wouldn't even trust all of that, but he did. And now he is suffering. He is like really bad off. He's really going to need a therapist, and a really good therapist, and to get away from Hollywood, no Hollywood therapist or anything like that. Because we already know they'll sign you up for a program talking about you're crazy, you're losing it, you're about to unalive, all kind of crazy stuff to smear you, instead of trying to rehabilitate you and get you better, give you therapy and stuff, right? So it's crazy, y'all. It is crazy. I'm telling you, it is bananas. But y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all. I'm going to go live again later on. I think this is a better area because my internet is acting woo crazy because the weather is kind of bad here. But y'all, I'm going to get off here, go live later and see how it goes. Maybe Celebrity Scandalous. Maybe we'll be able to do a recap of the Diddy, the fall of Diddy, because we were supposed to do that, but my internet was like janky. But we'll see. We'll check it out. But thanks for stopping in, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Always lead with love, peace, and tranquility, y'all. And y'all, I will see y'all later on, y'all. Bye.